Hi, I'm Cadet Blair, and today with Cadet McGill, I'll be introducing to you sPyGames, an interactive role-playing game where you'll be able to role-play as a member of the international espionage community. We are currently in the alpha version of our game, so it is a text-based game. However, later on, we will be introducing the beta version of our game and what will be to come with additional downloadable content. So, when starting up the game, the first thing you're going to see is a character creation screen. This allows you to pick your nationality as well as your actual fighting class. So, for here in the character creation screen, you'll be able to choose what country, where your loyalties lie. So we currently have three nationalities: American, French, and Russian. The Americans, as a world superpower, they're going to be a little stronger coming in. We have a very well-trained army, and therefore we have a bit of a bonus in every battle. The French, they're very good at running away from things. So therefore, if they find themselves outmatched in a battle, it makes it a little bit easier on them to run away and not find themselves in a bad position. Finally, the Russians have an ability we like to call Outlast, which means should they find themselves on the bad side of a battle, they will be able to cut their losses and not really take as many negative. The negatives won't be as bad when it comes to them losing. So for the purposes of this demonstration, we will be choosing an American fighter class.
After you choose your fighter class, you will have the option to choose after you choose your nationality, you'll have the option to choose your fighter class. And the three options for that are assault, sniper, and demolitions. Your assault is a basic hard hitter. You come in fast, you come in hard, you get a point bonus for that. Sniper gives you the opportunity to initiate contact from further away, allowing you to decrease the enemy's power before you even get close enough for them to touch you. Demolition just comes in with a bang. That's about all there is to it. For the purpose of this demonstration, we will be selecting the sniper class.
Okay, so as she said, we have selected the sniper class for this demonstration. Now, once you finish the character creation part of this game, you will instantly find yourself up against an enemy in combat. So, our first combatant is Captain Canada. Now, when you get to the combat, each individual opponent is going to have their strengths and weaknesses. For instance, Captain Canada, striving only for justice and maple syrup, seeing as Canada is France's ally, he's not really going to put up a fight against French. He's going to be even weaker against Americans, and he's going to be very strong against Russians because he hates communism. As well, he will be better against assault classes and worse against demolitions. However, we currently find our power is 3 and the Captain Canada's power is 11. So we're going to go ahead and cut our losses because even with the long shot ability, we can't come out ahead in this battle. So we're going to not use the long shot ability, and we're going to run away from this battle. And we have successfully fled. Thankfully, that is, a little bit shameful, but we'll be able to come back with the same amount of strength next time. Now, when you actually do try and flee from a battle, what the game mechanic is going to do is it's simulating a dice roll. If you get a 5 or 6, you're going to be successful and you're going to get away with all your power intact. However, if you don't, you are going to take a cut. You are going to lose some of your power, and it won't be as easy to come back. So that's the basics of how our character creation and combat works. And now to show us the graphical user interface, which will be just coming out with downloadable content at the end of this week, is Cadet McGill again.
Alright, the user interface is very simple, very straightforward. Title screen with your title and your logo. We have two options. We have the start button and then we have the help button. The help button will take you to a menu that will allow you to go through each of the classes and each of the nationalities to see what their bonuses are and to see how the classes interact. Start button obviously starts the game. This is the class selection window. Pick a class. You'll be able to pick between assault, demolitions, and sniper. They're very easy buttons. The next window is a nationality window. You'll have the flags and then the nationalities underneath, American, French, and Russian. And then finally, this is a simplified version of the battle screen. You'll have your enemy displayed on it. If you're playing as a sniper, we'll select your long shot ability before you get to the screen. But after you select your long shot ability, this is also what the screen's going to look like for the assault and demo classes. You'll be able to pick to fight or pick to run.
Okay. As we said, I'm Cadet Blair.
Cadet McGill.
And this is SPY Games.